What's up, y'all? Chase Tootin here. Another episode of RangoDango Reads. Maybe nine, maybe 10, not real sure. This one might be longer, it might be shorter, not really sure. The book was super short. However, it was a nonfiction book. The Tao Te Ching, the English translation by Stephen Mitchell. Um, and so we read through it. We took some notes on each of the 81, I believe, chapters. And a lot of it kind of came back to similar ideas that I've had in the past and kind of been working through using different mediums before learning about the Tao. Um, so basically, and I didn't know exactly what the Tao was until reading this, but it's more or less just a different name, a different school of thought than what I had already been looking into. And it actually talks, it's very interesting how basically the Tao is the energy source, the creation of everything. And it said in a different book I'm reading, the Hermetic textbook, Rosicrucian Guide to Hermetic Success Secrets, something along those lines. Um, in that book, it brings up the Tao and says the Tao in the East is the same thing, at least what people perceive to be as God in the West, right? It's this energy source, this all powerful creation. But no one can really name it. It in the Tao Te Ching, it basically says if you can name it, then it's not the true Tao. But essentially, it's just the energy source that we draw everything from. It gives us our healing powers. It gives us our ability to do everything, basically. It controls the matter. It's how we interact with nature. Um, and so that kind of is the gist of the Tao. Basically, the Tao is just energy. It's just energy. The energy of the universe is essentially what the Tao is. And it can affect your manifestations, your, let's say, law of attraction, other universal laws, all those things. And it can affect all of those. But essentially, for the best way to describe it, it's just energy. Okay. And the Tao Te Ching goes on to say that basically you do the most by not doing anything, right? You're being by not being. So essentially, it's saying don't force it, it will happen. If you try to force it, it's not going to happen. If you don't force it, if you just let it be and kind of just flow with the universe, flow with that energy, then you'll have a much better chance of something coming to fruition, right? So forcing something has a negative impact. It's like when you try too hard, right? There's a level of not trying at all, and then there's trying too hard. You need to find that sweet spot, right? So not doing anything, literally just being there sitting and being a log, like nothing's going to happen because you're not putting anything into motion, right? But by not doing, essentially it's saying don't force things. Don't force things. Like do what you can do what you need to do, and then let it be. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen, you know? And so my motto that I've had for years, I even have it tattooed on my wrist, as I'm sure you've seen. TAWO, TAWO. Things always work out, right? So in my mind, the way that the Tao Te Ching, the way the Tao is described to me, is basically it's basically TAWO. Things always work out, right? So don't put too much pressure on it. Don't force it. Kind of just let things happen. Just roll with the punches. Just go with the flow. And that's the best way for the universe to basically give you anything, give you what you want. Or what, is meant to be yours will be yours type of thing. You're not going to get what's not supposed to be yours. Um, but if you do the things and you're not doing too much, then what's meant to be yours will be yours. Uh, and it also went on to say that Sometimes things that happen in life, and nope, you know what? No, that was actually the other book. But basically, it kind of fits though. Um, Basically, sometimes good things happen in the short term, but in the long term, it's a bad thing for you. It's a step back. It's a failure, right? So sometimes success leads to failure, but sometimes on the flip side, failure leads to success, right? So we can only do what we can do. We can't force the outcome, right? So, let the energy in, do what you can do, and things will work out. Things always work out, right? There are no coincidences. And TAWO, let the energy flow freely through you. It talks about water. It says, um, water always forms to the shape of the container that it is within, right? So basically be like water. It doesn't force anything. It just flows. It just goes as it goes, right? I know this wasn't the I mean that's basically all I have for you. Told you to be short. I'm just feeling a real shorty right here. Um, but yeah, that's basically it. It's just the energy. The Tao is the energy. Let it flow. Tawo, things always work out. Um, but yeah, that was it. Just a quick little check-in. It's been a while. It's been a while. So, the book I'm reading right now is The Beginner's Guide to Constructing the Universe. It's about sacred geometry. So that one, that's a long book. That's a study book. So we'll hopefully we'll have something for you coming up soon. But unless I pick up something alongside that book, it may be a while. It may be a while. But we're having a good time with it. It's definitely interesting. But the Tao Te Ching, I recommend it to everybody. It's a very quick read. It's not a difficult read. It's enlightening. It's calming. There's nothing bad about it. It's all positivity. It's all good to go. It might even help you see things a little differently, move a little differently. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, that's all we have for you. As you can tell, not very organized, but here we are. A link to this book. Yes, it will be my affiliate link. I'll get a couple pennies from it if you decide to purchase it. The link will be down below. And obviously, you know the name of the book. You can just search it up and get it from anywhere else. But regardless of where you get it from, I highly recommend that you do get it. So, whoa, go get it from somewhere and read it. Let me know what you think. That's all this is about. I'm just trying to get you in front of books that you may not have thought about. And this is definitely one of them. This is definitely one I didn't think about until I stumbled upon it, and I'm very glad I did. It's a beautiful read. It's a beautiful read. Stephen Mitchell does a fabulous job. He also had some notes in the very end on each of the chapters, how he interprets it. And it's up to your own interpretation. Perception is reality. His perceptions, that's what he put in the notes. Your perceptions may be different. They may be the same, they may be different than mine, than his, than your best friends. That's just how it is. That's how the mind works. That's how the world works, right? But that's enough for this episode 9, 10, whatever the heck. I'm Chase Tootin. This is RangoDango Reads. Typical YouTube stuff, Spotify stuff. Like, subscribe, comment, all that jazz. My email, rangodangoreads@gmail.com, if you have anything you want to send over to me. But yeah, that's it. Ta-ta, kittens.